Warning, this video isn't for anyone under the age of 16. If you're under 16 years old, please leave the video now because we do get into some adult type shit. Thank you. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy CharlesISanimeWorld, and welcome to my review of Majo Taisen Chapter 3. Now, as I said previously in another video, I will be reviewing this series from now on because it's monthly and it's great. And if you haven't seen my recommendation video for this series, I highly encourage you guys to check it out. I will leave a link to it in the YouTube video so you can go to it by clicking the little eye in the corner and then checking it out. So, like always, guys, this will be a podcast style review. So I highly encourage you guys to open up another tab and take care of anything else you need to take care of while you listen to me talk about this great series. So, chapter 3. We get our very first fight in the tournament, and it's a good one, guys. We have the samurai warrior, Tomo Gozen, taking on my girl, the torture queen, Elizabeth. The whole chapter was focused more so on Elizabeth, which is a death flag right there, guys. Even though I love her way more than Miss Gozen, I do believe that Elizabeth is going to be the one that bites the dust in this first battle in the tournament. So let's talk about her past first. Now, she was a normal girl all the way up to age 11. I mean, she was wealthy. There seems to be no sign of either verbal or physical abuse. You know, she was just an average girl. She treated her servants with love and respect for the most part. Although, I will say something. Either it was subconsciously or not, she did put her staff in harm's way because she would secretly steal things from her father, little knives, daggers, whatever, and then show it to her staff, and then the staff sometimes would probably get in trouble behind that. So she was doing subconsciously torture to them, but she didn't even realize it. And it wasn't really to a degree of where she is currently within her life. So there was an accident. She turned around and accidentally killed one of her servants. And that flipped a switch in her because, you know, she was just a normal girl. When she killed that woman, you know, who I believe she considered as a really, you know, good friend of hers, you know, being very rich, your servants sometimes become your closest friends. She killed her and that flipped a switch. And then from that point on, she became this torturer that loved killing. You know, that's all it took for a girl at age 11 to kill one of her, you know, one of her good friends, you know, even though it was accident or not, which I do believe it was an accident, you know, that flipped a switch in her. So that makes me wonder, you know, who are her parents? You know, I mean, like, did her parents have some type of past where they like torturing people as well, and it, you know, just carried down to her through genetics, or, you know, what's up with that? So let's talk about current day Elizabeth now. Now, her weapons and gear, besides her torture staff, as it were, she has this multi whip with claws on the tips of it. She has this I don't even know how you call it. It's called the cat claws, and it was like a long pitchfork, but it was really short, and it had, like, you know, blades on the tip of it, kind of like Wolverine's blades, but it was like short, and she held it in her hand. And then she even had something called the Evil's Liar's Fork, which was like one of the most evil looking forks I've ever seen. And she also has this ultimate technique, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the review as well. Her ultimate technique is something called the Red Playroom, where all these torture devices are floating in the air for Elizabeth to use whenever she wants to. Okay, so let's talk about Tome now, or Miss Gozen, or whatever. Basically, she didn't do shit within this chapter. Let's be honest, she didn't. She was getting completely destroyed throughout this chapter. But something happened where we actually saw why she was in this tournament. We saw her strength because of her raw, pure physical strength. She had to be strong to grow up in the era where women didn't really have a say. And with her raw strength alone, she was able to break Elizabeth's staff and damn near cut her in half just off of raw strength. Because of her raw strength, Elizabeth had to tap into her ultimate technique. So that just lets me believe that once Tome has to tap into her ultimate technique, she's going to beat Elizabeth. Now, speaking of that, I can't wait to see next month what Tome's ultimate ability is going to actually look like. What is it going to be? How will it basically add to her physical strength? I wonder. Maybe she'll just get really, really strong. I don't know what it's going to be, but I can't wait to see what her ultimate technique is. Her Bankai, as it were. If you guys watch Bleach, you know, I can't wait to find out what that's going to be. Overall, I love the backstory on Elizabeth. And I love the whole scene, like I said earlier, previously, when Tomei damn near split Elizabeth in half. I thought she was going to cut her clean through. I really did. That the top part of her was going to fall off. But I believe that the mangaka had to have a reason for her to release her ultimate technique. I'm referring to Elizabeth here, because they had to showcase off that all these girls have an ultimate technique. You know, on top of their battle dresses, on top of just their regular techniques, they all have an ultimate technique as well. So that's going to make the fights going forward very interesting, especially when you think a character is going to be down and then they release this ultimate technique. So that'll do it, guys. That's been my review for Majo Taisen Chapter 3. I can't wait for Chapter 4. This was a really, really good chapter. I don't really have anything else to add because it was really a lot of great battle scenes as well. Like I said, Tomei in this chapter was just getting smacked around like a bitch, like that. Pa pa pa. He was getting stabbed, cut, you know. And I like the fact that chapter 3 picked up right where chapter 2 left off, with Tomei getting her fingernail ripped off as well. I love that. And Elizabeth, she's hot as hell, you know, but she's a crazy bitch, you know. And you know what they always say, don't never stick your dick in crazy, but you know, you never know. But anyway, that'll do it, guys. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys next month for another review of Majo Taisen. And hey, sayonara, guys.